Zone. My name is Andrew Westberg. All right. So, have you ever been in need of a friend, someone to confide in? We've all been there before, haven't we? We've all been bullied around, maybe thrown around, pushed around from time to time. And I hear in today's generation, in today's day and age, there are many people bullying in the public school systems. What about the terrible weather over in Maui, where hundreds, perhaps thousands of lives have been lost? Terrible tragedy, terrible disaster happening over there. We can only hope that survivors can make it through this. Well, speaking of bullies, did you know that the Nephilim mentioned in the book of Genesis were bullies? There's a reason why the flood happened. Jehovah caused the flood to happen to wipe out those bullies who were oppressing righteous mankind, even wicked mankind. They started picking up on their influences. Only the righteous resisted the wrong influences. I would like to read to you Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 28. To start out with, there weren't just the Nephilim, there were also the Anakim, the Rephaim, the Amim, and the Zamzumim. The Moabites called the Rephaim the Amim, and the Ammonites called the Rephaim the Zamzumim. But to start out with, about Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 28. It says, "What kind of place are we going to? Our brothers made us lose heart by saying, 'They are a people greater and taller than we are, and their cities are great and fortified to the heavens. And we saw the sons of the Anakim there.'" So what did Jehovah say in response to this? Because the Philistines were included, or also known as the Easterners. What did Jehovah say in response to this? Well, we can find out when we go to 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 7. And I just want to make mention of this Bible right here, the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures, 2013 revision. This is my preferred Bible to use, right? Call me Mr. Rogers if you want to, or Bob Ross, or whatever you want to. I don't know about that, but I'll do my best to entertain you, all right? 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, "But Jehovah said to Samuel, 'Do not pay attention to his appearance and how tall he is, for I have rejected him. For the way man sees is not the way God sees, because mere man sees what appears to the eyes, but Jehovah sees into the heart.'" All right. So who are these Nephilim, the Anakim, and Rephaim? And there are different names for them. Well, let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 21. And let's see, which verse would you like to start in? About verse 20. 2 Samuel 21, verse 20. It says, "War broke out yet again in Gath, where there was a man of extraordinary size, with 6 fingers on each hand, and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in all, and he too was a descendant of the Rephaim." All right. So these Nephilim that came down from heaven, these rebellious angels that materialized in the human gave birth to the Nephilim. They're also known as the Fellers. He gave birth to the Nephilim, Rephaim, Anakim, Emim, Zamzumim, whatever the Bible wanted to call them back then. First of all, they were the Fellers. Almost the same thing, but they weren't only bullies. The very good looking women at the time found them very attractive. So I don't know how many women today would find a man of extraordinary size, over 9 feet tall, with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, attractive. Maybe you would flip out, maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. Different day and age today, different psychology. But just to let you know, just in case you're feeling the oppression of bullies, being persecuted for your religious faith, or whatever you believe in. Let's go to Psalm 37. Psalm 37, 10, 11, and here's what Jehovah has to say, the inspiring author for the Bible writers of the time. Psalm 37 stanzas 10 and 11. Just a little while longer, and the wicked will be no more. You will look at where they were, and they will not be there. But the meek will possess the earth, and they will find exquisite delight in the abundance of peace. And what does it mean when it says the meek will possess the earth? They will inherit the earth. It will be in their possession. Okay? Nothing like demonic possession, anything like that. So here's a list of scriptures that you pick up on the Fellers, the Nephilim, the Rephaim, the Anakim, the Emim, and the Zamzumim. Let me see if I can give you a list of those. Alrighty. So it would be, ready for this? You can write this down. I'll try to put it up on the screen too. Genesis, chapter 6, verse 4. Same book of the Bible, chapter 14, verse 5. Same book of the Bible, chapter 15, verses 18 through 20. Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 28. Same book of the Bible, chapter 2, verses 10, 11, 20, and 21. Same book of the Bible in Deuteronomy, chapter 3, verses 3, 11, and 13. Same book of the Bible, chapter 9, verses 1 through 3. The book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 22, and verses 28 through 33. The book of Joshua, chapter 11, verses 21 and 22. Same book of the Bible, chapter 12, verse 4. Same book of the Bible, chapter 13, verse 12. Same book of the Bible, chapter 14, verses 12 through 15. Same book of the Bible, chapter 15, verses 1 and 8, and 13 and 14. Same book of the Bible, chapter 17, verses 14 through 18. Same book of the Bible, chapter 18, verses 11 and 16. The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 4, verses 18 through 17. Same book of the Bible, chapter 11, verses 15 through 19. Same book of the Bible in 1 Chronicles, chapter 20, verses 5 and 6 through 8. 1 Samuel, chapter 17, verses 4 through 7. 2 Samuel, chapter 5, verses 17 through 25. Same book of the Bible, chapter 21, verse 16, 18, 20, 22. Same book of the Bible, chapter 23, verses 13 and 14. And then we have Isaiah chapter 17, verse 5. All right, what about in the Christian Greek scripture, the second half of the Bible? How about Galatians. Let's turn to Galatians for a moment. Almost now. Very important to pay attention to. The hard one for most folks to remember, especially the men, like that. Some people want to call it chauvinistic. Well, the women can be the same way too. We all have to be careful. Galatians chapter 5, verse 26. Let us not become egotistical, stirring up competition with one another, envying one another. So we don't want to incite to hatred or to jealousy. We want to keep peace. Right? Whatever wars are going on out there, we can keep our minds on the things that are spiritual concerns, spiritual matters. Well, I just wanted to bring that up to you. There are many bad things going on before the flood. Nobody had seen rain back then. Back in those days, the ecosystem was different. So what need would they have to worry that there would be a flood coming? Just like nobody saw rain back in those days before the flood happened, the deluge and the antediluvian times. Nobody has seen Armageddon happen. What worry or concern do we have that Armageddon is coming? Because we've never seen it before. Think of all the calamities and disasters going on in our time period and the time stream that we're living in now. The disaster in Maui, the disasters in Ukraine and Russia, all over the earth. People are having a problem everywhere. True joy, not circumstantial joy. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Going to post it as soon as I can. My name is Andrew Westberg. If you check out my YouTube channel at Andrew Westberg 1126, you'll notice if you want to make donations, although the page hasn't been monetized yet, you may. I have Cash App and PayPal. I'm a soldier of Christ. I don't believe in engaging in commercial means. I don't mean to make a house of my father a cave of robbers, as Jesus would put it. All right. But if you'd like to donate, you can. Thank you very much. Take care for now. Have a blessed day.